Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel, The Fun and Budget Act, where we attempt to talk about all things budget and living a fun, fabulous lifestyle and talk about the money that is associated with it. Why? Because I feel like money is one of those things that a lot of people don't talk about, but it's one of those things that I have always been curious about from a little kid. I would look at people in their homes and their cars and their lifestyle, and I always would wonder, like, how much does it cost, or who do I have to be like they be one day? So I'm here to tell y'all about my numbers. So just in case you're like me and you're curious about what other people do with their money, have no fear. I am here to expose myself, and in hopes that you can take some tidbits for yourself and make money a familiar conversation in your life and not be afraid to face the numbers. All right, let's talk about November's budget. So one of the things that I do every month is I go over my numbers. In the beginning of November, we talked about what I projected, and now in this video, we are going to talk about what actually happened, okay? Things on this side of the paper is what I originally projected, and on this side of the paper is what actually happened. If it's highlighted in pink, it means that I did better than expected, and if it's highlighted in blue, it means that I did a little worse than expected, or I didn't plan for it at all. Okay, let's talk about it. In the month of November, I projected that I would make $11,928. I actually did a little better, and I brought in $12,513. This is my take-home pay, the money that hits my bank account after all things are deducted from my paycheck, to include taxes and payroll deductions. HOA, $95. My gas bill, I projected $50. It actually came in at $60. Electricity bill, $316, and it was actually $311. Cell phone for 3 phones, $193. The internet service for high-speed internet, $72. Security systems on 2 homes, $120. Insurance for 3 cars. No, wait, hold on. I always get confused at this part. No. The insurance is for 2 cars and somebody else's insurance that I pay for them every month, $153. IRS tax and penalties, $184. Some of you know that I am finally, or I have finally did my 2018 taxes in October, I believe it was, and so I owed $184 in interest and in a penalty, $25 for Easy Pass, and $195 for another credit card fee, and that is for the American Express Delta Platinum. Groceries. Now, in this area, I don't budget for these things. I do what I call mindful spending. Whenever I'm in a grocery store, I just try to be mindful and ask myself questions. Do I need this? Do I want this? What's up with why am I buying this? I try to always spend less than I have to because I am a natural saver and I'm not a natural spender. So that comes easy for me. Okay? So what I try to do is a little bit better than what I did the month before, which isn't always that easy or possible because I already kind of spend pretty low in these areas anyway. So last month I spent $123 in groceries. This month I spent $78 on groceries, and actually it's because I bought some groceries for my own house for Thanksgiving so that Andre could have something to eat for Thanksgiving, being that he wasn't able to travel with me to my family because he had to work the next day. And then I also purchased some apple pies that I filed under the groceries. And those apple pie, they weren't apple pies, they were pies. It was a cherry pie and it was a peach pie. And I bought those pies with me to various homes for Thanksgiving. Household. Last month I spent $181. This month I spent $132. $2, and that was between 2 Walmart runs. Now let's jump over and talk about the fun stuff. Fun stuff is basically that extracurricular stuff. These are things that can all be cut because they're not necessary, but they're fun. Okay, $25 in subscription services, and that is for Netflix, and that is for YouTube Red. $100 for my hair. I said $65 for my nails, but it actually came in at $75 because I got some nail art, some extra nail art. Wait, can you see that? Hold on, let's let this bling come in. Bling. Andre, you got all those things out the room? You got all those bottles and stuff out the room? Okay, it don't want to focus. It don't want to focus, y'all. Lashes. Y'all, I went lash ham. I said $100 for lashes. I actually spent $163 because I got my lashes filled, and then right before my trip to Hawaii, I felt the need that I wanted to be fancy and get them done again. So that's why it came in so much. Restaurants. Last month, I spent $260 in restaurants. This month, $123. I can still do so much better in that area because when I look at it, guys, that was $123 worth of fast food. I'm ashamed. I'm ashamed. Miscellaneous. Last month, I spent $358. This month, I spent $386 in miscellaneous. And those things, what did I do? I went to a ministry conference, which was like about $95. I bought some jewelry and supported some of the vendors at that conference. I bought a lot of makeup. I had to refill some things like my foundation and my eyeliner and some lash serum. I bought alcohol so that we could smuggle alcohol into the Jewels Ministry conference. Well, not in the conference of the ministry, just during the sip and paint party. So yeah, so those were some of the things that made up that $386. Hawaii. I set aside $700 to spend in Hawaii, and I actually went over budget. I spent $785, and I know exactly why. But we'll talk about the Hawaii breakdown in another video, the costs associated with that trip, and I'll let you guys know what we did and how much it all cost for that trip. Abraham-Hicks cruise. I paid $1,700 more toward that cruise. Clothes, $210, and they were really all actually shoes. And then I also spent $190 on Christmas gifts thus far. In the area that I like to call financial goals, I gifted away $600. $1,420 went to my 401k account, and I saved absolutely $0. And that is okay as well, simply because I have over 6 months of an emergency fund saved up in my savings account, and so I'm actually fully funded in that area. So, you know. Mortgage. I said $3,100, and I actually made a mistake and said $3,200. So I sent $100 more than I intended. That leaves me with $1,918 remaining in my November budget. Now, normally what I do with that is I allocate it places. Normally those places would be either my savings account or paying extra on my mortgage, because paying off my home sooner than the 30-year mortgage agreement is very important to me. But because this is the end of the year and Christmas is coming, what I am doing is leaving that money for Christmas gifts. And I'm also leaving that money because in December, I want to make sure that my 401k is fully maxed. I think I might be about $500 off from fully maxing it. So I think I might be at $18,500 around there instead of the full $19,000. So I want to definitely put $19,000 into my 401k. I also want to do a backdoor Roth IRA. And that is $6,000. So again, I'm not sending anything extra to my mortgage, nor am I sending anything extra to my savings account. What I'm doing is using this money for Christmas as well as funding those last 2 financial goals. And whatever I'm short, which I will be short because again, that's only $1,900 left over, I will just pull it from my savings account and I will fund those things. And what I'm going to do with that $1,918 that I have left over is I'm actually just leaving it in my bank account. And so therefore, when I buy more Christmas gifts, I will keep updating my Every Dollar app in November and subtracting it from there. So that $1,900, you know, as I buy things, I'm going to subtract it from the November budget that's left over there. So what I'm doing, it makes sense to me and it's all good. Sorry if it's confusing to anybody out there, but yeah. And then the same thing is going to happen with December. I'm not going to start spending my December overflow until that $1,900 from my November overflow is gone. And again, whatever is left over is going to be what's used to meet those last 2 financial goals. That is all I have for you all. That is the money that my money told about me in the month of November. And did I say that right? That is the story that my money told about me in the month of November. What story is your money out there telling about you? Until the next video, guys, don't forget to thumbs up. Leave a comment below if you have any questions or suggestions. And subscribe if you're not already a member of the FAB, the Fun and Budget family. Until next time, Tinesha Davis, peace.